Alright, let's quickly have a look at the following. So this is part of Euclidean geometry, deel van Euclidiese meetkunde. Alright, so ABCD is a parallelogram. Now the moment you know what shape it is, you go and you fill in the information of that shape. Alright, so what do I know about a parallelogram? I know that the opposite sides are equal. So I know that AC will be the same length as BD. Ek weet dat AC dieselfde lengte sal wees as BD. I also know, let's make it 3, I also know that AB will be the same length as CD. So that's 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I know sometimes doing it on a sketch can be a bit difficult, so you can always go and write yourself. So we know that AC will be equal to BD. I also know that AB will be equal to CD. Alright, then with this I also know that AC will be parallel, of sal evenwydig wees aan BD. En AB sal parallel wees aan CD. Kom ons duid dit vir onsself aan. Alright, so we know this. Then I also know that my opposite angles are equal. So I know that B will be equal to C, and I know that A will be equal to D. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so the first question says determine the value of X of bepaal vir X. Okay, so where is X? X is here. Now I've only given you one thing. Alright, and the only thing I've given you is 47 degrees. So you have to use that 47 degrees somehow to get to X. Now the first thing I would always start with is the fact that I have parallel lines. I know that AC is parallel to BD. So what shape do you see is forming here? Okay, do you see that I have a Z? Alright, which means that if I have a Z, it means that this angle and this angle has to be the same. Alright, so now we just have to give it reasons. So I can say that R3 is equal to 47 degrees. I can say that R gelijk is 3 gelijk is aan 47. My reason would be alternating angles. And remember, you have to say which two lines are parallel. Which two lines is making my Z? It will be AC parallel to BD. Okay, so omdat ek 'n Z het, sal dit wees verwisselende hoeke. En jy moet sê wat se twee lyne is parallel of evenwydig. So dit sal wees AC is evenwydig aan BD. Alright, so now we know that this is 47. How are we going to get to X? Alright, so I just want to remove the color. I don't think it was possible. Okay, anyway, do you see now that this line here, RD, is equal to CD? They gave it to us, which means that this angle here and this angle here has to be equal. Alright, so what we can say now is we know that C1 will also be equal to 47 degrees. My reasons, angles, opposite, equal sides. Okay, ons kan sien, omdat hulle vir ons sê RD is gelijk aan CD, weet ons dat ook R3, die 47 grade, ook gelijk is aan C1. En my rede vir dit sal wees, hoeke teenoor gelijke sye. Alright, so now I know that this angle here is also 47. So how can I calculate X? Well, RCD is a triangle. So it means that X is equal to 180 degrees minus 47 minus 47, which gives me X is 86 degrees. My reason would be interior angles of a triangle. Okay, ons kan sien dat hoek X, omdat daar 'n driehoek is, weet ons dat hoek X gelijk is aan 180 grade minus 47 minus 47. My rede binnehoeke van 'n driehoek. Oeps. Alright, so now I know that this is 86. And we're asked to determine for x, that's exactly what we did. Alright, let's look at question 2. So in question B, let's work out the value of y. Kom ons bepaal vir A. So determine the value of y. Okay, so where is y? Alright, y is the angle here. Okay, let's highlight y so that we can see it. Preferably in a color. Okay, so this is y. Alright, so how can we possibly determine the value of y? Okay, so there's a few things you can do. However, the first thing I would do is make use of the information I said here, that angle B is equal to angle C. Alright, because if I know that these two angles are the same, I know that B will also be equal to 47 plus 47, which is 94 degrees. Alright, so that's the first thing I would say. Okay, so let's say angle B is equal to angle C. Reason, opposite angles of a parallelogram. Okay, ons weet dat hoek B en hoek C gelyk is aan mekaar. Hoekom? Want dit is die teenoorstaande hoeke van 'n parallelogram. Okay, in a test you are allowed to make use of this abbreviation. Alright, we know it is equal to 94. Once again, here I can see that I have this side, AB, equal to BR, which means that this angle here and this angle here has to be the same. Alright, so let's start by saying A1 is equal to R1. Reason would once again be angles opposite equal sides. Okay, so weer eens is hoeke teenoor gelyke sye. Which means that we can calculate that once again by making use of the interior angles of a triangle, deur gebruik te maak van die binnehoeke van 'n driehoek. So ek weet byvoorbeeld dat hoek R1 gelyk is aan 180 grade minus 94 grade en dan gaan ek dit net deel met 2. Okay, so I'm going to minus the 2 and divide it by 2 because those two angles are exactly the same. And that will give me an answer of 47 degrees. Alright, reason again, interior angles of a triangle, binnehoeke van 'n driehoek. Alright, so now that I know that this is 47 degrees, this is 47 degrees, I know that I can calculate this entire thing is angles on a straight line. Daai hele ding is ook op 'n reguit lyn. So y will be equal to 180 degrees minus 47 minus 47, and y will be equal to 94 degrees. Oops. Okay, just quickly let's fix a mistake. This here should have been 43 degrees. Okay, not 47 degrees, which means that this has to be 43. Let's quickly go back. So then this is 43 and 43. Alright, so y is equal to 180 minus 43 minus 47. Okay, and that will give me 90 degrees. Okay, so y is equal to 90 degrees. My reason, angles on a straight line of hoeke op 'n reguit lyn. Okay, there's obviously with something like this, there's a magnitude of reasons you can use. Alright, so whichever reason you can find that you can prove, you can use. Alright, for example, you could have also gone here with a Z as well, making this one here 43 degrees. Or because it's my opposite, and then you can use the interior angles of a triangle. So there's really a magnitude of reasons you can use, as long as you can give me the correct reasons. Okay, daar's 'n verskeidenheid van wiskundige redes wat jy kan gebruik om by hierdie ding uit te kom, maar jy moet vir my die redes saam met dit kan gee. So, a helpful tip I can give you is when you are struggling, just start. Just start by filling in what you know. Okay, and start calculating. If you want to, calculate all your angles, and then at the end you answer the questions. You can also do that. Jy kan van die begin af al die hoeke invul eers, en dan daarna die vraag begin antwoord. Usually that saves a bit of time and also helps you to get confidence.